Did anybody watch this already?
I had not seen
I never
it.
heard of it.
So I watched this the day it came out.
Wow.
And I enjoyed it then, and just like I enjoyed it this time, but I will tell you that I fucking forgot almost all of it. And I watched
Exactly.
it going, I think I've seen
Exactly.
this already.
That's
Exactly.
because it doesn't have any
I think this
scenes
is
in
all
it.
streamers, and we can talk about why. But I enjoyed this movie while I'm watching it. 24 hours later, it was like fucking gone. I don't know.
Same here.
10 minutes into this movie, I was like, people are
Same
paying
here.
money
I
to
enjoyed
make
the film. It was spooling out. I really loved this film because it had to get.
How is this shit getting financed?
Also, wait, let's go back to like Doug.
Because of these two. Because of these two.
I was thoroughly entertained.
God.
It was a bag of
This
potato
movie-
chips, but I was thoroughly entertained.
This is
this
like the most
movie-
boring,
God.
cliched piece of fucking shit.
No, it's the whole like
okay.
I'm just a criminal who wants to get back my family and like that kind of thing. And like that happens twice.
Give me a fucking second in this.
Take your time. Sorry.
I picked this movie because this movie is in one of my favorite genres of film, which includes, as Jared mentioned earlier, the Safdie brothers, Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems is a bestiary of New York shitheads. This is a bestiary of Boston
shitheads. You know, you know what? You've got a point there. It's fun to watch.
The part where they're in the car and Casey Affleck asks the therapist, "Where are you from?" And she's like, "I'm from Lynn," and he's like, "Oh, fucking of course." Like it's.
But the major differences between this film and Uncut Gems is Uncut Gems is executed so brilliantly and so in its own
That's not
like
what this movie's
world.
about, though.
No,
I know, but I'm just saying
this
it doesn't matter what it's about. I'm saying I'm drawing a clear comparison. Listen, if they're going to be brought up in the same conversation, they're just like the Safdie brothers were clearly on a different level as
I didn't bring it
point. I didn't bring it up in the same. I didn't bring it up in the same conversation to compare them in terms of quality. I brought them up to compare what the essence of the film is, and the essence of the film is saying, "Here's the kind of people who live in this city."
Right.
Okay.
But in order to even pick up that essence, we have to be shown it by what? The filmmaker's fucking style and passion, no?
Well,
but it's still relevant.
But he does.
Yeah.
Poorly here, really, really well in the other.
You know, I pointed this out I pointed this out in the conversation earlier, but you could have actually picked Mystic River. You want to talk about Boston regional attitudes. And this film it's like colored by the Boston experience about Boston working class ethics, which is interesting stuff.
If I specifically wanted to do that, I would have picked The Town.
The Town, even better.
And
this is all about
what I did here was I watched this movie recently, and I was like, oh, you know, I think Doug Liman's actually really good at making comedies.
Yeah, shit.
And so I worked back from that to American Made because that's the other funnier movie that he made that isn't the one we already watched.
This is funnier than American Made.
Agreed.
Yeah,
it is.
It is funnier and more entertaining and better
time with these people.
Yeah.
I think she's fucking awesome.
This movie has scenes.
Great.
This movie has scenes.
Okay, the movie has scenes. Except when people slow down and talk to each other.
Casey Affleck is great in this movie.
Casey Affleck is great in this movie. He's great in everything.
Matt Damon. Chris said to me the other night, Matt Damon's perfected his straight man.
He's really.
Can anyone quantify why Casey Affleck is so good in this
straight man?
Well,
Casey Affleck is calling him out for being a straight man the entire film.
Pretty much.
I also really like her.
So funny.
She's fantastic.
She's great. That poor thing,
she's great.
The poor girl is just trying to cope the entire thing, but she's good at it. She actually knows the language to cope.
I mean, the filmmaking's is not bad. I think my problem with this is just the script.
It's very rote.
And Ving is
very
that's not the fucking point. The point is just like
Ving Rhames is very funny in this movie. Like every time he's just like, "Oh, I have to fucking deal with this again."
Can I get this coffee to go?
Actually,
it also has Chekhov's M-Rap. Because the first time he shows up in the M-Rap, it's like, all right, what are you going to do with that? And then you get all the way through what would be the climax of a different movie, and then they're driving away in the fucking fire truck and just wham.
Yeah,
and
pretty
it's
much.
like, hey, that's why he has an MRAP.
Yeah.
I was just glad to see Ving Rhames.
Well, just having a character show
I
up.
saw him in was the Mission Impossible last thing, and spoiler alert, but like I cried when he like,
oh
yeah.
But having a character,
I was like, no, he's back. He's not dead.
Having a character shows up who's a Boston cop who drives an MRAP as his personal conveyance with SOU in the back of his vest. It's like, okay, we're in Crazy Town now, right? This is, it's showing you the Boston was the wild. Basically, Boston's the Wild West.
Every time they have some large police interdiction, they keep showing all of the cops who aren't from Boston.
Yes.
So you have like
New
Vermont
Hampshire
state troopers, like
the Stadies and like
when they finally get up onto the roof at the end, and they're like, they've got like a cooler of beer and a guy sitting in a chair, and they're bringing in pizzas and stuff like that. And there's one that just says campus security on the back of it. Like, it's so funny because you have the scene after they're driving through the tunnel and the car transporter crashes, and they just start getting into fights in the middle of the tunnel. Like, it's like, why don't you go back to fucking Vermont?
That huge chase scene that ends with that part in the tunnel that you just
some good
described.
car chases in this film.
I mean, that has to be they had to consciously have been thinking of Blues Brothers and that
a little bit.
Because
now, mind you, last time I was in
absolutely ridiculous number of cop cars and a helicopter, by the way.
Yeah, it's true.
Think they were consciously thinking of Blues Brothers, but also Ronin, because it is shot in a lot of ways like Ronin too.
True.
Like it's still very real, as opposed to Blues Brothers, which is incredibly cartoonish in terms of like the car flipping over the top and all of that stuff. Yeah. Like they're shooting it in a very realistic way, but
still
everything that's going on inside the car is completely insane.
Yeah, it is.
They dragged all that down into the conversation between the three of them, with Casey Affleck hitting on her and her talking to Matt Damon about like what's going on in their therapist relationship.
I know.
Yeah.
That was insane.
So funny.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun. It's entertaining.
But there's also again, Eileen and I stayed in Boston a couple of years ago in Quincy. And one of the things about this movie is that Quincy gets no respect. It's a nice, quiet, middle-class neighborhood south of main Boston, and everyone just shits on this entire film. It's great because there and between there and Dorchester, there's the neighborhood, the tribalism is all over this thing. Every neighborhood has a character, like Lynn, South Boston, Central Boston.
It's a bestiary of Boston shitheads.
It is. It's like it is. He's like, and everybody has a different attitude about because where they live. It's amazing. It's like if you haven't experienced this, it's just like it's really it's alien. It's like it's very unusual for the like West Coast people like ourselves to know that people are that their identities are that close in to their neighborhoods. But that's what it's like.
Well, a lot of that has to do with where they let people of certain ethnic groups buy homes.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I watched this movie. I'm sure most of you guys probably hate the Ocean's movies, but I like those movies because it's like hanging out with those movies.
I love the Ocean's movies.
These guys have chemistry. These guys have chemistry because they grew up together and whatnot. But I mean, I mentioned this in the show. There's this endurance.
When did the first Ocean's movie come out?
2063, I think.
Yeah, 2001.
Yeah, so case in point, you can't do this fucking movie now.
Sure you can.
Why not?
But this isn't.
I'm curious. Why not?
It's not Oceans. It's just these guys have chemistry, and when they're giving each other crap, it's fun. I like spending time with them. There's an endurance test of a movie that these two behind me made in, I don't know, like 99 or something, called Jerry. Gus Van Sant. That is fucking painful, but it is literally just these two lost in the desert talking shit. And that kept it watchable for me. And watching these two guys bust balls with like there's just a lot of great character actor work going on here. It's not fucking Shakespeare. It was entertaining, even if it was flushed from my memory 48 hours later.
Right.
A year from now, I'll forget I watched it and watch it again and have another good time.
I love the moment in the movie where they're outside after they get kicked out after the description of the heist.
Yeah, right.
And Casey Affleck says to Matt Damon, "What are you, 60?" And that's the moment that I realized, yes, two other great performances in the film.
Strudberg is amazing in this film.
This guy's so good in this movie for the 5 minutes he's in it.
Yeah.
Matt Damon is 55 years old.
Wow.
What?
Casey Affleck is 50.
No way.
No shit.
He is 5 years younger than him, and he looks like he's 12.
12.
Like,
well said.
He really does.
Like
I thought he was like a jerk from the mid-20s.
No.
He sold me really well.
Damon,
man.
Damon was born in 70. Fuck.
God damn, that's crazy.
Literally, the only time you can tell is there's two scenes towards the end where they're shooting Casey from the side, and you can see the crow's feet. And that's it. That's the only time you can tell that this man is not 20 fucking years younger than Matt Damon.
Wow.
Like, that was bonkers to me. Just like as a complete aside to the rest of the film, of me being like, how the fuck old is Casey Affleck? Oh my god! Like,
wow,
that's a surprise.
Anyway, I know this movie is not high art, but I find it, again, just like the other one, I found it incredibly entertaining to sit through.
I like caper movies. I like movies like this where the caper goes off the rails immediately.
Which it did.
You get a little bit of a like, here's how it's gonna go, the scenario, and then it immediately nothing goes right. The boat, they can't get the boat under the dock, and the boat starts to flood. It's like, yeah, this is great.
And then they run into the fucking mayor and everyone else. And
is this your intelligence? Is this Zillow? Are we looking at Zillow right now?
And very obviously,
Affleck wrote it, right? Or co-wrote it.
Yeah.
And very obviously, the idiot who gets shot has watched The Wire, so he pulls out that quote from The Wire in it. And like, it's not funny when he says, "Are you taking notes on a criminal conspiracy?" It's funny when you realize that's the exact kind of person who has watched The Wire and is going to pull that quote out for him trying to be hard during their planning.
Yeah.
I think the only objection I had is that I think most of the main characters are pretty much tropes. It's like the guy who was trying to get back to his family, he's a criminal, and the other guy who was like his kid had to blow the test,
pretty much.
He had to run, and the corrupt politician. And
I don't know. I think
the weird ass. I'm just saying that kind of worked against me, but I still enjoyed the film because the pacing is insane in this film.
The three times they bring back the blowing into the breathalyzer, because it starts with him having the kid do it.
Yeah, right.
And then you don't see it happen, but he asks the Kelly who owns the bar to do it.
Drinks today.
Right. And he flips him off.
Yeah.
And then the third time where he tries to ask Matt Damon, he's like, "Oh wait, I've been in prison for a while. I haven't had any drinks either." Like, it becomes a good joke by the third time it comes up. Like, I think that's actually good writing.
Okay.
It seems like, Jared, I mean, like, the sense, I mean, I know that there are a number of, like, it's like, there's like 3 strikes. This movie's formula, blah, 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 blah. Like, and that you'll just write it off, right? Mm-hmm. I like this movie in spite of all those things, which I don't disagree with, but I can still enjoy being in the presence of these characters for 90 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't strike me. I like these guys too. I love Casey. I think they're both very funny and very good actors. I just felt this whole thing was like like when Woody Allen was making those really bad, like bottom of his drawer, like scripts where he's like, well, I'll just make that because I have it sitting in here. I feel like this is like that kind of thing. I'm like, okay, they're just
this is Liman trying to be entertaining, basically. It's like
he's always trying to be entertaining.
Well, there's that, and also trying to be.
Roadhouse is entertaining,
but we could talk about
that was fucking the remake. Oh god,
you talk about filmmakers trying to make a statement versus trying to be entertaining.
That was offensively bad.
That's an entirely different conversation.
Yeah,
so there's that.
Right.
So Jim, Diego.
I didn't like it as much as the first Liman we watched, or I mean the previous one.
Yeah.
But I liked it. It was fun. I agree with most of you that it's like light fare, and I forgot most of it
Jesus
afterwards.
Christ. Jim is like fucking dumbfounding me this evening. I cannot believe this.
Jared's alone on the island.
In a good way or bad way, Jared?
In a fucking horrible way, dude. Like I'm really, I'm disheartened.
Who are you? And
Haven't you ever? Don't you?
What have you done with Jim Biso?
No, Jim. He doesn't. He
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't.
He's
hilarious.
He's out here being a filmicine, and it's like, no, actually, like you can
enjoy
2
movies.
You can just enjoy fun films sometimes.
You guys
like,
know I do.
okay.
I've had my dumb ones on here a million times.
I found the therapist. I really liked Toby Jones too, the Brit.
Oh, I forgot about him. He was great.
I mean, come on. We haven't talked about Ron Perlman chewing up the scenery every goddamn.
Oh my God! This guy without it was like put a leash in his fucking.
I'll go back though. I'll agree with
Ron
Michael Stahl. What's his name? Michael
Strubarg.
Yeah, he's great.
He's the best. He's the best actor. Best performance in this movie is that guy.
And Molina. Who
oh my God, Alfred Molina
is really quite.
Also,
good.
put those guys in a fucking donut shop. That's so fucking Boston. Come on.
I'm just at a spot where I'm like, I can't believe this shit is getting funded. Like, there's so many heavy hitters in this.
This was
true.
Why it got funded?
I have no idea how this did.
Years ago.
Do we know how this did financially?
And that's my point.
No,
if this movie came out in 1990,
Apple.
if this movie came out in 1996, it would be my favorite fucking movie.
But it came out in 14. Was it last year?
2024.
It was an Apple TV, right?
Apple.
So
Apple
doesn't give a fuck about how much it costs to make a movie. They just bring product out. Apple TV is losing money, so that's great. So that's how that works.
Oh, my favorite shows are on Apple.
There you go. All right.
Yeah,
so,
because
I
Apple,
like it.
because Apple doesn't care. What Apple's doing is they're just throwing money at people who they think are talented.
That's right.
And being like, hey, just make something for us. Like
we're going to talk about that in a couple minutes, but yes, let's do it. Thumbs right at this point. Come on.
I think this movie's fine.
It was all right. It wasn't as good as the last one, but it was all right.
I liked it better than American Made.
I like this guy.
I didn't like it. American Made I thought was much better, but
it succeeds as a movie, whereas American Made is like
has no scenes.